And the ball winds up back down here.
And that's a quick fourth foul for Harrison for Huntsville. I mean, he spent a lot of time on the bench in the
does he have 4?
Second quarter, but I believe that's number 4 for him. As a player, and sometimes you have those games where it's like you can't seem to be where you need to be when you need to be there. And that one, it looked like it just maybe a little bit of selling from Chattanooga Prep, but still, you got to know where you are, and you can't come in and apply a lot of contact.
Shot by Foster's no good. Conley will put up a 3. That's no good. Rebound comes down to, that'll be a jump ball. That'll be Toms and Boulis fighting for the rebound.
I bet we'll see a little bit more of that before the game's over.
And the jump ball position arrow will go towards Huntsville Panthers. Lewis will inbound the ball. He's having a good game. Him and Bobick, the backcourt for Huntsville. They'll handle the ball. They'll take the ball in the lane from time to time. They get it to Carney. Trying to find Toms. He's got a seal. They can't find him. They get it to him that time. He can't get it to fall. No, Lewis comes out with it. Gossick over to Bobick. Wide open 3. He was too wide open. Lewis again finds it. Gossick will try to take another 3, and that's no good. Chattanooga Prep going the other way. Watkins was wide open, snowbirding on the other end of the court. Nobody found him. They find Robertson, though, and he gets up and in for 2.
That was a little bit of sloppy offense, I think, from Huntsville there. A little too quick to throw up some shots, some ill-advised shots.
Yes.
Obviously not the wide-open 3 to start the outside shots, but that second one off balance and then just throwing it up.
Well, I think Huntsville's coach agrees with you. He wants a timeout. That'll be a 30-second timeout, and we'll keep it here.
And, again, that's the kind of thing I think Prep definitely wants Huntsville to do. Get going fast, get moving fast, and, maybe if he hits that, we're obviously saying something else. But when they're pushing you and making you want to move fast, you've got to have the discipline to say, hey, we're going to play our game. We're going to move the ball around. We're going to make sure we get it to a guy that's open and not force anything 5 feet behind the line or throwing up some desperation floater or something.
I believe we have a correction on the stats. I believe Harrison has 3 fouls.
Okay.
We'll get that checked out for sure. But he does go to the bench with 3 fouls. And in the game we have Hudson Gossick inbounding the ball, Lewis, Carney, Toms, and Bobick on the court. So a lot of small ball, but Toms, being the big guy in the center at 6'9", is the big presence, and they get the switch that they want. And that was good hands by Watkins down in the corner. Boulis, kind of the main guy guarding Toms. And they got a switch right there for Roberson, and Toms ate that up in the first half. Yeah. And imagine they try to do that again.
And see, that right there is exactly what they're wanting. And Toms
just lost his balance there.
I think he got the stool pulled out from under him.
Yeah, he did.
I think he was expecting the contact.
And there's a good transition bucket. Boulis to Robertson, and he has 16. This is now a 10-point game as Chattanooga Prep is 8 into the lead. Lewis, another pump.
Good pump.
And up.
Yeah.
Yes.
He likes that.
He
likes getting in there and throwing it up.
It works for him.
Guys like Boulis are dying to block a shot, no doubt.
And turnover finally comes away for Huntsville. There's a 3 by
Bobick.
That was a big shot to extend the lead just when Chattanooga Prep trying to get a little bit of momentum going. A good take for Lewis. Oh, here's the alley-oop. That was Watkins to Robertson.
And that takes the breath out of Huntsville if they hadn't just turned it over and and shot a three-pointer.
Bobick with another good take from the left side, finishes with the right hand. And Conley going the other way with it. And we'll have a foul on the floor. Conley had an open shot right there.
I believe Carney thinking the ref was going to call a carry there for a second.
And to your point, McKinley, a turnover right there. Chattanooga had a
A lot of the momentum.
They had a lot of momentum. They cut the lead to 10. Lewis goes up with the shot and makes it. Okay, you can go back and score another point, but they turn the ball over, and Bobic winds up hitting a three. Yes, they get the alley-oop in the transition, but the lead had already been extended back out. So they're just getting in their own way. They're a good team, but they're just not playing complimentary basketball right now.
And, I mean, how many times have we seen you build that momentum? It still is a 10-point game. I mean, that's at least 4 possessions.
Yes.
And I know coming down, you get that good, clean inbound, and you get down the court, and you have that kind of play. I think the whole feeling in the game and on the court changes. But that alley-oop almost felt, lackluster.
Yeah.
Watching it, because it's, for
Huntsville's like, so what? We'll go back down here and run our offense and get another 2 points. And alley-oop is the same amount of points as a layup.
That's what Coach Clark used to tell me. Another
3-point shot.
Three-pointer.
It's saved after the tip by Gossett. There's Graham Gossett going up with the left hand. He gets fouled. Chattanooga Prep is beside themselves.
I don't know about that one.
They were ready for another transition dunk, but they don't get it as the referee blows the whistle, calls a foul. That foul will be, I believe, on number 2, Watkins. And Graham Gossett will go to the line. He's given some good minutes tonight, and he makes the first. Pretty clean game foul-wise. Hasn't been any ugly fouls. Both teams just playing hard.
Nothing too crazy. What you like to see.
Yes.
Hate it when games get dirty quick.
Yes. Both of these teams, this has been an enjoyable game to watch. Both teams, few sloppy mistakes and turnovers. Ooh. That was almost another one right there. Boulis slipping. Got to think there's a wet spot on the floor. He gets it to Watkins. He gets it to Connolly. He'll take an open three. That won't fall. Rebound comes down to Lewis. Lewis and Bobic, the shortest guys on the court.
Stay on the boards.
Getting the rebounds.
Good look.
Lewis in the corner to Gossett. That doesn't fall. Connolly comes down with the rebounds. And Connolly been running his mouth all night. And he gets tied up right there with number 10. That's Luke Gruber coming in and showing some fight. Gruber, the 5'8" sophomore, coming in and showing a little grit. Not trying to back down to the bigger in stature Conley. Conley's been the aggressor tonight. He's not afraid to throw a few words around and talk some trash. And Snowbird is Robertson. They get the pass all the way down. He'll go up and get the easy 2.
He's wanting a foul as well.
And there'll be the technical. Coach is in the middle of the floor, beside himself. That could have been 2 technicals, the way Robertson was staring down the referee on the baseline. Yeah. And the coach comes all the way out in the middle of the court trying to prove a point.
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
And, I mean, you don't want to show you guys that. You want to stick up for them and you want to stand up for them as a coach. I understand that. But, you're putting your kids in a bad position. You don't want this to escalate with your players. Huntsville, they've got to make sure they keep their heads on straight as well. And then at the end of the day, you're giving Huntsville 2 free throws and then the ball back. Yeah. You want to give yourself a chance to win. That's definitely not the way to do it.
Yeah, and Gossett makes the first free throw. And you can tell usually the team embodies the attitude of the coach, and you can see where some of Connolly and Boulis and Robertson and Watkins, they've all been energized tonight, to say the least, to put it nicely. They've had a few choice words to share to the opponent, and you can tell they get that from the coach, and the coach is now sitting beside himself over on the bleachers. Now he heads back over to the bench.
And I don't know I thought you had to sit down after you had your first tag.
I did too. He sit down again in the bleachers as a 10-point lead. You thought Chattanooga Prep was coming back, has been extended out to 17. They get out into Toms. That could have been a foul, but it's not. Toms gets it up and over for 2. He has 18. The lead is now 19. The game is quickly getting away from Chattanooga Prep. Conley, good spin move, doesn't go. Rebound to Lewis. Lewis has been all over the floor tonight. He's having a great game for Huntsville. He has a little hesitation, goes with the left hand, kicks it out to Bobick. Bobick cross court to Gossick, takes it again with the left hand. That's Carney. Gossick trying to make it his way around Boulis. Boulis won't have it. He'll get it to Toms. He'll size Roberson up on the left side. Toms makes his way down.
That's the matchup he wants.
That's what he wants.
Get back.
That could have been a foul. It almost looked like Watkins pushed off with the right arm. The referee was trailing the play. Probably didn't see it. Watkins gets the basket nonetheless. And the score is 19. Down by 19. Chattanooga Prep 37-56.
And Huntsville's got a, oh my goodness.
Oh.
He wanted it.
Lewis wanted the alley-oop to Toms. Toms wasn't on the same page. Chattanooga Prep coming back down the other way with it. Carney.
Huntsville with the takeaway. Yeah, those last two possessions for Chattanooga Prep, Huntsville's got to keep their eyes up and know that they're trying to throw it out and get under it and get an easy basket. They've got to get back quick, and they got to keep their heads up and not let them just throw a ball all the way down the court and then get a look at the basket.
I'd like to see both teams just kind of run the offense and try to close this game out as respectively as they can. Bobick wanted the give and go. Toms will take it himself. I don't know how that wasn't a walk. I guess they decided that ball was tipped.
I think it was blocked back into his hands.
Okay.
Is what they're thinking.
Well, Toms gets the 2. He's up to 22 points tonight. And Roberson throws it down with a little frustration, but it doesn't matter. There's a foul on the floor. I believe that's against number 1.
Bobick.
I might have been saying his name wrong all night.
Well,
I believe the PA announcer just said Bobick.
Oh. I didn't say that earlier because I heard the announcer say it.
I do apologize to him if I've been saying that wrong.
And that's good enough, decent. I mean, to stop the play. I mean, Roberson definitely had the favorable matchup there with Bobick on him. So Bobick playing good, tough defense, trying to get around him. Got a foul in the process, but get Roberson to the line instead of letting him, try to dunk over him or get a chance at an and one.
Roberson up to 20 points tonight, trying to make it 21. He's a good player for them. And he misses that one. Toms with the rebound.
Huntsville hoping to take the last shot.
9 seconds, 8 seconds. Bobick to the corner to Gossett. Gossett will answer with the 3.
And then they give him enough time.
Roberson takes it up the court. Not a bad look. And that'll do it for the third quarter. We'll go into the fourth with Huntsville leading Chattanooga Prep by 24. They lead 61-37. You're listening and watching men's high school basketball presented by Bank Independent on the X Sports Network.
So it's been a pretty amazing journey with the Orion Amphitheater. The design was ambitious. It's pretty incredible, the caliber of artists that we've had through these doors. Bank Independent has been such a great partner because not only are they taking the stress of the finances off of our plate, but they're investing in us as we're investing in them. And I think that is a strong partnership. Obviously, they've done a fantastic job, and the spirit of what Bank Independent does is right there in the name.
For over 75 years, we've served this place we all call home. Bank Independent. We're invested in you.
We're back in Huntsville for the final quarter, 61-37. Huntsville leads Chattanooga Prep. And Chattanooga with 10 turnovers on the game. Not unsightly, but Huntsville only has 5. And that'll help Chattanooga's shooting percentage. That was Conley knocking down a 3. We'll check in with the shooting percentages here in a minute. I believe Huntsville shooting 57% tonight. A lot of their points coming from inside. Tom's getting a lot of good look. He's not on the court now. Huntsville going with a little small ball. Lewis will pull up a long 3. That doesn't go. Rebound. And there's a foul before anybody can pull it down.
As a coach, you like to see 3 white jerseys on a rebound like that.
That foul will go against number 10. That's Gruber.
Well, Gruber and Conley, I think, still exchanging words at the very start of the quarter.
Yeah, Gruber.
Three-pointer kind of humbled Gruber a little bit.
Yeah. Gruber, as we saw earlier in the game, getting up in the face of Conley. Not afraid to bow up. And poked away.
And sometimes with games like this and kind of the energy in the room, the way it is, honestly, the worst thing to do is to give them any fuel, to give Prep any fuel,
right?
Any sense of underdog mentality, because they might come out and string together a few good baskets.
There's a good take.
A quick layup.
A quick layup like that. In transition, Foster takes it. And that'll cut the lead back under 20 to 19. You got to think. There's a turnover.
Yeah.
You got to think. I was going to say, if Chattanooga doesn't get quick buckets, if Huntsville doesn't turn the ball over, then they can take care of business here and walk out here with a win. Not so fast right now, as Foster gets it up the court again, and that shot won't fall.
Then almost got his own rebound.
From
out of bounds.
So Huntsville still needing to keep the pressure on, still needing to play good, clean basketball, and that's not it. Another turnover. Watkins will take a wide-open 3. It won't go. Rebound, Boulis. And he misses the first, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, misses that one, but he gets fouled on the second shot. And he'll shoot 2. And that foul will go against Toms. That's his first foul of the game. And
hard to believe.
The first. It is hard to believe. They haven't really attacked him that much on the offensive side of things. It's hard to when you have a size advantage like he is. He's very measured with his actions. He doesn't get too flagrant. He doesn't try to get too aggressive. He knows when to block and be aggressive, but he also knows when to stand straight up and let the offense come to him instead of being too aggressive on defense.
And a lot of Prep's offense has not been half-court set. Take it to a big guy. I mean, it's been a lot of run and gun, and that bodes well for big guys.
Field goal percentage tonight, Huntsville High shooting 55.8%, Chattanooga Prep 51.4%, three-point percentage, Huntsville shooting 38.5%, Chattanooga shooting 27%, so a little disparity right there on the three-point end. You kind of want it right there in the 38 to 45, 38 and up, really, for three-point percentage. You don't want it much lower than that. Huntsville hanging on at 38%. Chattanooga Prep sub 30 at 27%. Huntsville High out-rebounding Chattanooga Prep significantly. And the turnovers. Huntsville had a couple right here. Before those last two, McKinley, Huntsville only had about 5. Chattanooga Prep had 10. Again, not unsightly, but in a game where you're at a disadvantage talent-wise, every turnover is magnified. So Chattanooga losing the turnover battle here hasn't looked great.
And most of those are coming early in the game when, you don't want to let somebody jump out on you, which is exactly what Huntsville did. Chattanooga Prep giving them the opportunity to build a lead, and, they got as close as 10, but then a couple turnovers led to drawing it back out.
And here's another disparity for you. Against Chattanooga Prep, they have only shot 3 of 11 from free throw.
Deep ball to
Gossett. He goes up and fouled by Foster. Foster, I don't know why he's putting his hand up. He definitely fouled him there. And he gets the technical. Yep. And that's been the story of the night. Really, the story of the second half is Chattanooga Prep getting mouthy with the refs. They have not been pleased with the way this has gone. And if a foul doesn't go their way, then they have been letting the refs and the other players know about it. And McKinley, do you think this is something maybe Chattanooga gets away with, maybe back up in Chattanooga area with what they're playing?
There are definitely times I've felt like that when we used to travel to different places, it felt like that. And you never know. I mean, different crews, and especially these 3 refs. These are not refs that Chattanooga Prep has ever had. And you get familiar with the people that you have and what you get away with at home. And not saying that they do. They may not get away with some of these things, but I will admit that it is difficult at times to go somewhere else, get an officiating crew that you aren't familiar with at all, and honestly, traveling to Alabama, you're not familiar with how it's just different in general.
Well, and likewise, the officiating crew isn't familiar with the other teams. So,
right.
Our producer, Samuel Camp, shaking his head as well to that point. He's seen much high school basketball across state lines in Alabama and in Tennessee. So, nonetheless, Huntsville leading by 22. They lead 65-43. And looks like something rolled out on the court. I don't know if that was someone's.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know what that was either. It got tossed up halfway up the bleachers. And we'll have a short timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching Alabama men's high school basketball presented by Bank Independent on the X Sports Network.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
Bank Independent. We're invested in you.
.6:27 left to go here in Huntsville as the Panthers lead Chattanooga Prep 65-43. Tom's back in the game, handling the ball, gets stuck in the corner. He gets it to Lewis.
Bless you.
Oh, there's a lob from about the volleyball line. It doesn't go. Gossett to his brother, Gossett. It won't go. And Robertson comes up with the rebound. Conley gets back in transition as he's been doing all night. Tries to get us to Watkins, and as they've done all night, they've missed the connection. Watkins goes up, doesn't get it. Boulis is there to clean it up and put it in for two.
I think Bobbick had the position there, but I don't think he was hit quite hard enough to sell that. It looked like he kind of buckled his own knees there. Gossett taking another.
And
as he's done all night, Lewis on the board.
On the boards. He has been a dog, if you will, all night.
Not letting his holy smoke.
There's Bobbick from deep. And it seems like a little sloppy possessions here as we get towards the end of the game. Aside from that, this has been a pleasurable watch. I know the game isn't close, but both teams have really athletic guys that will surely be playing at the next level and will definitely make some noise in their respective regions and areas. We are such a pleasure to come out here tonight to Huntsville High School and cover this game. We want to thank our friends at Bank Independent for covering us as well. If you haven't had a chance, stop by, give them a look as Huntsville misses the three-point. And Foster comes the other way with it.
Yeah,
that'll be a block
on that one. He started falling a little too early. Didn't quite have his feet set. And I think Huntsville here, I think they're looking and saying, okay, we're up 18, we're up 20 points. And while unlikely for Chattanooga Prep to string together 20 points here in 4 or really almost 5 minutes, you just can't let up. Yeah. You got to play to win, and that includes playing defense until the last buzzer goes off. And it kind of seems like they're kind of relaxing and taking some shots that they weren't necessarily taking earlier in the game. I think they're just getting a little too antsy.
A little too loose.
They're playing into prep, which they want you to go 100 miles an hour,
right,
and not care about defense and give them a chance. Correct. Especially now that they're pressing. Prep gets a couple turnovers here. This could become a not so different score.
Yeah, for sure. And Huntsville misses the corner three, gets it back out to Gossett. Gossett's taken a few threes here that have been clean looks. He just can't get them to fall. And they haven't been going back to their normal offense. This is their normal offense right there. Getting it to Toms, letting him take a shot, letting him get his looks. They do get a good rebound.
And Boulis doing a good job not – trying to poke it out.
There's Bobbick. He'll find the bottom of a three. He has 16.
this cannot keep happening. They make one pass and somebody dribbles all the way down the floor. Huntsville, they did a better job there cutting that off and keeping it from getting out of hand, but they've got to stay in front of somebody.
Foster will take a three. It won't go. Toms will come down with the rebound. Only one at home. And Bobbitt will come down with it.
Me saying you got to stay in front of them like I could run with any of the guys out there on the floor.
Head coach Christian Swears.
Backcourt?
Yeah, backcourt.
That was a close one.
Coach Swears still coaching his team up, trying to get the best out of them. He'll put in some subs. You got to imagine he still wants to take this valuable opportunity to run some good offense, set some good things up with the starters still in the game, continue to prepare for area as area play approaches.
And Prep he wants his cut. Both of these teams, I think, want their starters getting the experience and getting the athleticism that they're playing against. I mean, you're up 20 points. I know you want to put in your younger guys, give some people a chance, but especially now, building up, getting ready for your area or district games, whatever they are. You want guys in there getting experience against a tough opponent.
And Robertson gets his 24th point of the game with the and one. He'll shoot one at the line. Huntsville seems like a well-coached team.
Yeah, I definitely think, there have been some lapses, I think, in their discipline tonight. And Lewis still staying on it.
He's aggressive as it gets.
But there have been some lapses, but I think altogether, you play to your competition, and when your competition pushes you a certain way, it's bound to happen. But for the most part, I do think that Huntsville has taken good looks and taken opportunities that were given to them. They haven't forced a whole lot. For the most part, they're putting away a pretty good team. By 17 points. It's no small feat beating this team tonight.
They have gotten sloppy here in the second half with turnovers. There's an alley-oop that misses. That was Watkins going for Robertson. He doesn't get it. Conley will take a three, and he'll make it.
There's another one.
Conley with 6 points.
They get a 14-point game. Again, you got to be careful if you're Huntsville.
You do. Chattanooga Prep, athletic team. They can easily get back in this game.
That timeout.
And Coach Schweers wants a timeout, and we'll take it with him. That's a full timeout. We'll be back here in a moment. You're watching X Sports Network.
Storing Lee Furniture is not just some huge chain store, but we do have a 144,000 square foot showroom right here in Leoma, Tennessee.
The Story family has worked together in the business now for 55 years.
And a familiar face is here to help you with whatever you need. That's what being a part of the community right here in the Tennessee Valley means. And if you have an issue, we're right here to take care of it. And don't forget free delivery. We invite you to come see us. We're Storing Lee Furniture.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
We're back here at Huntsville High. Huntsville had a sizable lead, 22, 24 points, somewhere in that area. Chattanooga Prep has closed that down here as we have gotten closer to the end of the game. Some sloppy turnovers, some not efficient offensive possessions has let Chattanooga Prep cut this lead back down to 14. Not impossible lead to overcome. And what's the call here? Official blowing his whistle before Huntsville can advance the ball past half court.
And Prep is a little upset because they almost
had
felt like they had a.
They almost had an 8-second call.
Were they saying backcourt violation?
I'm not sure what they're discussing.
Three officials having a discussion here on the near side of half court.
There really wasn't much going on prior to the whistle blowing. I thought maybe it was a clock thing.
Maybe. They might if if I'm not mistaken, the count doesn't reset because of a timeout.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And so maybe they're trying to get the count straight because that could have been a turnover.
Well, now how do you handle it? What do you count the count that you should have just had? Yeah. But you can't because you made the mistake. So they're going
Huntsville
over
pass it in across half court right here and just eliminate all doubt.
Yeah.
Referees talking to the scores table. And Huntsville gets the ball in.
I mean, they're not playing like they've got less time. So I don't know what happened.
I don't either. Carney, he'll take it up with a
good take
on the left side with the right hand. Want to go with the left hand there, but he doesn't. And in transition, Robertson gets the and one.
A chance to cut that lead to 11.
McKinley, what is Chattanooga doing there on the rebounds or off a quick bucket by Huntsville to get the ball up so fast?
I think they're sending a guy back. I mean, they're fast anyway. They've got a couple guys. I mean, they're all fast, but they're getting their guards back down the court and ready to get towards the basket. And honestly, I don't know why they weren't doing that as much in the first half. Maybe it's just because they didn't have as much opportunity and Huntsville wasn't being as sloppy. There's almost another takeaway there.
There's a 3-on-2.
Don't take a three there.
Gossick miss. Toms can't come up with the rebounds. Conley moving the other way. They're trying to cut the lead to under 10.
I mean, Prep, if Huntsville's not careful, Prep can
there's
come
a
in
foul
here
on the
and
floor. No,
a
travel. Conley tried to draw the contact right there in the lane, just shy of the free throw line. He takes a step back, almost like a gather, and the referee said no, that is a travel.
Conley better be careful. He doesn't want to get another technical, or get a technical for the team.
Sure.
Give Huntsville any. I mean, you've got Huntsville a little worried, and you're rushing them. Keep them that way. Keep your head and make them make some more mistakes.
2 minutes to go. Tom's coming downhill. He'll back it back out to Gossick. Gossick pump fakes to Bobick, to Carney, to Lewis. Got to think maybe they'll run a little clock here. And another turnover. Coming the other way. Conley loses off his foot, gathers it again, goes up and in. That is under 10 for the first time in a long time, as Chattanooga Prep has cut the lead to 9, and they want a timeout. That is a full timeout, and we'll take it with them. You're watching Alabama Boys High School Basketball on the X Sports Network.
Have you ever seen those halftime scholarships where you have to nail a 40-yard field goal? Yeah, this isn't that. I didn't have to write a long essay or audition or make a half-court shot. I just had to open a Bank Independent account, use my debit card, sign up for online banking, and have a positive balance. That's it. A 20% scholarship to UNA. When Bank Independent invests in students like me, they're investing in all of us and the future of our community. Bank Independent. We're invested in your future.
I'm saying.
Have you ever seen those
Hey folks, you'll never guess where I'm at today. That's right, I'm at my Quick Mart store. Starting off with a fresh cup of coffee, and guess what's next? The biscuit. That was quick and easy, and I'm ready to start my day.
We're back here in Huntsville. Chattanooga Prep has cut the lead down to 9. Huntsville with some sloppy possessions. We've been talking about turnovers. Huntsville has had 5 here in the last few minutes to let Chattanooga Prep get back in this game. Me and McKinley were talking out of the half. Toms hasn't really had to look down low either, so you got to think they want to get back to scoring, and that'll help. Lewis with the take with the left hand. Mr. Reliable, he has gotten the bucket, gotten a rebound when he needed it all night, and he gets an and one right there.
And I don't know how Lewis usually does for Huntsville, but tonight, I mean, looking at him, I mean, he is a senior, so he's got some experience, but the guy has gotten in and, like you said, just kind of done a little bit of it all. I mean, he hasn't scored 1,000,000 points, but, I mean, rebound after rebound, taking it to the basket, not being afraid to get down there with some of these big athletic guys. He's definitely in another
There's
quick
a good steal by
turnover.
Gossick. He'll take it with the right hand, doesn't draw the foul, and misses the shot. But on the transition, that's number 10 for Chattanooga Prep. Gardner tries to get it going the other way, but steps out of bounds.
Gossett there trying to force contact. I mean, take the layup they're giving you. Don't try to make them foul you.
Toms gets the ball. I'd like to see him get a bucket down here in the stretch.
And he's had Boulis on him this whole second half as part of the reason he's gotten fewer touches.
Boulis, as we mentioned, missed a lot of the first half due to foul trouble. And he's been all over Toms here in the second half. Played a good defensive game. Has denied the ball. And Huntsville High running around, trying to run out the clock as we get under 60. Bobick will take a shot as the shot clock runs down. Hit won't go.
Got it again.
Gardner up to Robertson. Robertson to Boulis. Good. He'll throw it down. Leads back to 9.
38 seconds
Might
left.
be a little too late. Chattanooga Prep just had their own mistakes tonight that put them in the position that they're in, with turnovers, with a couple of technicals.
Yeah.
They tried to make a run here at the end, but it was too much of a mountain for them to overcome.
I mean, you get gassed, and I mean, they don't really look that gassed. But having to, I mean, they brought it back within 9.
Yes.
And I mean, that was a 15-point swing at one point. I mean, we kind of thought the game's over.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's still a lot of basketball when you string together a lot of mistakes, and then you're letting a team like Prep come out and they're trying to get down the floor quick. They weren't taking 30 seconds each possession to score or put up a shot, and I mean that can happen when you kind of lose your head or think, hey, the game's done for. You've got to play to win. You can't play not to lose.
And Robertson misses the free throw. He has 27 tonight. He's been their main scorer. Boulis right behind him. He's the second leading scorer for Chattanooga with 13. And Huntsville break the press and now dribble the ball out. It's a pleasure to watch these two teams tonight as Toms will finish it off with an emphatic dunk. And that final score will be Huntsville Panthers 74, Chattanooga Prep 62. Hope you stay tuned in to the Exports Network throughout the season. We have some good games coming for you, more throughout North Alabama and Southern Middle Tennessee. I want to thank you for joining us tonight. Final thoughts, McKinley, do you have any?
I think it's an enjoyable game. I mean, obviously, there's a time you're up 24 points and you're thinking maybe this won't be as enjoyable, but, I mean, both teams very athletic and competitive. Got a little dirty and a little ugly maybe there for a minute, but altogether a good, fun game to watch with Prep coming back and pulling it within 9. I mean, it keeps it fun. Keeps it a good time to watch basketball. I was excited when basketball season started up, and then to come in and watch some good competitive ball. Girls game, good as well.
Yes.
I just think it's a good night of basketball. Good win for Huntsville. Some things definitely to work on, but again, they seem well coached, and hopefully they kind of hone their skills and their discipline a little bit so that they don't run into somebody like Chattanooga Prep later on in their season when they're trying to get places. So you want to make sure some of those things get cleaned up, but they've still got a lot of season left to play. I think it was a fun game to watch.
Fun night tonight here in Huntsville at Huntsville High. Final score is 74. Chattanooga Prep falls to Huntsville High School 74-62. Leading scorer for Huntsville 26 for Toms, and Bobick right behind him with 16. As mentioned earlier, Chattanooga Prep, we have Robertson with 28 and Boulis with 13. So they'll be your leading scorers for tonight. We want to thank you for joining us. And for our statistician tonight, the lovely Sarah Gobble, we want to thank her for her service. For McKinley Wheely and for our producer, Samuel Camp, you've been listening to the Exports Network, presented by Bank Independent.
This is the Exports Network.
Bank Independent. We're invested in you.